The reason why I became a minimalist is because I was overwhelmed and I was craving an organized life. And I want to talk about some of the details of what has worked for me about minimalism and maybe some of the things that have not worked so well. I am still on my way to minimalism, but it's not really about arriving anywhere. It's really about the mindset and the journey. In case you don't know me yet, my name is Freya and I call myself an aspiring minimalist because of the fact that I don't think I'll ever get to where, I don't know, like I have the feeling like I'm never going to change anything in my life now. The truth is that life is dynamic and our needs are dynamic, and how much stuff we need and how big the house is that we need to live in and how what the car is that we drive. It is all dynamic, it's not static. But to me, one theme has been true, and that is that my brain is just not made for too much clutter, doing too much all at once. Multitasking is such a myth. I can tell you that just now. We're literally about to drive for 2 to 3 hours to visit my family, and I packed and I tried, I always make myself a tea or a coffee for while we drive. I pack our clothes. I pack Romy's clothes. I pack the dog stuff that we need for our dog and everything that I need to take along. And just now I was trying to make the tea while I was doing something else. So already start the tea water and then to go downstairs, take the laundry, from where it's hanging now, pack it in there, and on the way do this and do another thing on the way. I decided, okay, slow down. And I wanted to kind of just do the video while something else was going on, and it just doesn't work. So I decided just to slow it down and to just do one thing at a time, to not even try to multitask. Trying to do those kind of things and reminding myself every single day that it's best to focus on one thing and one thing only. Do it well. Do it in a very focused way. Do it intentionally. It has a better outcome and it does stress me less. That has been the biggest lesson. That also applies to stuff that I have. I'd rather research really a long time and really think ahead of time, what is it that I really, truly need? What is that thing that I need in order to do the thing that I want to do? For example, if I'm going to buy a camera, of course, I'm going to try to find a camera that I can vlog with that isn't too huge, but I'm also going to try to find a camera that is of good quality, that I can also do really nice footage with. Rather than buying two different cameras, the one that I'm filming with right now, it's the Canon M50. I'm totally in love with it. It has awesome quality. It is small. It's very portable. I can put all the lenses on there that I already own. So if there's anything that I can use for more than one thing, I'd rather spend more money and wait longer until I have the money to buy that thing, but be very intentional so that in the end, I own less things, but more things that truly do what I want those things to do, or that help me do what I want to do. Minimalism is really about the mindset of slowing down life. It's not about how much you have and how much you do. It's really about being in control and having more and more the feeling like you're doing things because that's exactly what you want to do, and not because you are on someone's agenda or on your own agenda that you put on yourself and you don't even know why. Because there's no true end goal to a lot of things that we do. We do need to do things for fun, but when we're honest, when we're truthful, it's just a lot of things that we do. But ask yourself, is that something that is, even if it's for fun, is it really fun? Sometimes we do things that we think are fun, but we put huge burdens on ourselves. When I do kids' birthday parties nowadays, I just really don't stress anymore. It does not have to be perfect. I try to give my best, but much more important than having the perfect theme and the perfect balloons and the perfect decor, much more important than that is that I'm spending time with the kids, coming up with a few really cool games that my daughter's gonna remember, that the kids are gonna remember, maybe an art project that doesn't have to cost a lot of money. A lot of times we just go outside and collect things in nature, and those things are, like, for the kids, those are the most fun art projects. They don't even have to include expensive fancy stuff and glitter. A lot of times it's really the time that you spend together that really counts. So the reason why I wanted to become a minimalist was because I was definitely overwhelmed in almost every single area of my life when it came to doing laundry, when it came to doing, like, cleaning up the house, when it came to just tidying up because I had so much stuff, the garden shed. Like, everything was a mess. My car was a mess because I never had time to clean it. There was always a million things I had to run from this to the next to the next. I was always running from one thing to the next, never knowing when am I going to have time to actually sit down and just do nothing, which that's something I want to create more time for. Just not doing anything that is pre-planned, but having more time to do nothing, you know, quote unquote, because it's not nothing. Nothing just means to me, if I want to lay down for half an hour, I'll do that. Or if I just sit in the yard, if I just want to go and listen to the birds, that's what I'll do. If I want to paint a picture, then that's what I'm going to do. If I want to do an art project, that's what I'm going to do. If I'm going to compose a piece of music, that's what I'm going to do, because it does take time. And only when I have more of that white space, that free time that isn't already blocked off because dang, 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 like my to-do list never ends, the more I have of that free space, the more creative I am, and the more I feel I can be myself. It's really about truly being myself and living on my own agenda and doing the things, you know, as when you were a kid, remember back in time when you were a kid, you did what you really wanted to do in the moment. And a lot of times it's so sad to see most of us adults that we never really get to do what we want to do in the moment. It's always like, nope, can't do it. There's something on my schedule. Nope, can't do it because got to do that thing. And if we're honest, we probably don't have to do a lot of the things. More than 50% of the things we do, they could either be done later or not be done, and that wouldn't be the end of it. And life would go on pretty much almost the same. If we try to just make more space, I think we're happier in the end. And that for me personally is the main reason why minimalism. If you want to call it minimalism, I want to just call it simplifying my life every single day. Just be more intentional, just live. I want to live my life. It's my life and I want to enjoy every moment of it. Let me know in the comments, what does minimalism mean for you? Does it mean, you know, do you just think of like someone's house and it's all white and it's all just tons of space, there's hardly any furniture in there, no decor? Or do you think of it as different for every individual, but it's really about having the space in your life to do the things you want to do? Because that's what it means for me. Thank you so much for watching. Have a most wonderful day. Subscribe if you're interested in more videos about minimalism and intentional living. And until next time, don't forget, keep it simple.